Hello and welcome to the Pearly Eye review. I'm PJ and I saw Avengers Infinity War today and it was a blast. Here's my ticket. I saw it today. There, I saw it in IMAX, and if you saw Thor Ragnarok, you'll know that the movie pretty much picks up where Thor left off. So that's why you have to see all the films, because they all connect to each other. They bridge each other. And right off the bat, they show Thanos. Thanos has got Thor in his hands, and he pretty much, that's who, if you again saw Thor Ragnarok, that's who attacked his ship, Thor's ship. And he's there to collect the Tesseract, which holds the Space Stone. And it just pretty much all hell breaks loose. It just goes down the toilet. This is not a spoiler review. I won't give too much. So, but long story short, he gets the Space Stone like he said he would. And Thor's floating in space. The first act pretty much deals with everyone finding out about Thanos, becoming aware of Thanos. So now that Thor knows about Thanos, we jump over to Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man, and Hulk. What happens is that, before I jump over there, I'm not gonna say who did it, but remember, Hulk was with Thor, and Thor gets transported back to Earth. I'm not going to say who did it. And so that's how Thor meets up with Iron Man and Doctor Strange and lets them know, hey, Thanos is coming. The threat that tells Tony, the threat he's been worried about all these years, Tony has been paranoid about, is coming. Because Bruce Banner, Hulk, lets him know, hey, Thor and I got attacked. And he's coming to collect all the Infinity Stones. And we need to hide him. We need to find a way. We need to do something about it. So what happens is Thanos knows that 2 of the stones are on Earth. So he tells his Dark Order, his children, to go retrieve them. So 2 of his minions, Thanos' minions, go to Earth and attack, tries to get the Time Stone, because if you saw Doctor Strange has the Time Stone. I keep saying Time Stone. So now Doctor Strange, Spider-Man comes and his spider senses are starting to work, so he jumps in and helps out. Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, now they know Thanos is coming. So now jump over to Scarlet Witch and Vision. Vision, if you remember, Vision was created with the Mind Stone. So he has one. So Scarlet Witch and Vision, they're in Scotland, living they're under the radar, because if you saw Civil War, you know they're fugitives. And so they get attacked by Thanos' Dark Order. And then Captain America comes to help, and Vision is hurt real badly. And so they take Vision to recover. So Scarlet Witch and Vision decide to go with Cap and try to find help. So Captain decides to go to Rhodey, War Machine, who is still, let me rewind. Captain America, his little group, they're still fugitives because of Civil War. They didn't sign the Accords, and they're fugitives because the government thinks they're dangerous because they have superpowers. But Rhodey, who did sign the Accords, he is still dealing with the government, and they're telling him, look, if you're still talking to Captain America and his crew, you need to let us know. Either you're with us or you're just as much as a fugitive as them. And he is like, whatever. He's still helping Captain. So Captain America goes to Rhodey because that's the only source of help. he can go to. And what happens is that okay, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Iron Man, when they got attacked, Doctor Strange got kidnapped, so Spider-Man and Iron Man went to go help Doctor Strange because they got sucked up to Earth with the spaceship from the Dark Order. And Hulk went his separate way to go meet up with Rhodey because Hulk took the phone that Captain America gave him in Civil War. Because Tony was like, because Hulk was like, well, listen, we need to put our differences aside and we need to come together. You need to call Captain and let him know that, hey, they're coming for the Infinity Stones and we need to put our heads together and work together. And Tony was like, look, I'm going to go help Doctor Strange. We're trying to deal with the Time Stone. And then all that happens with Doctor Strange, and Hulk went over with Rhodey. And now they met up with Captain America. And so they're trying to figure out how can they help Vision without killing him, take out the Infinity Stone. Is it possible to do that? They don't have the technology or resources. Banner/Hulk is not sure how to do that. So they figure they should go to Wakanda, the most highly technological place, because T'Challa's sister is a very smart scientist who could possibly help them with that. So they take Vision to Wakanda to try and take the Infinity Stone out, but still save his life. And he's stabbed and he's wounded and he's hurt. So they have to go to Wakanda for all that. Pretty much the first act is dealing with everybody finding out about Thanos and trying to keep the Infinity Stones away from him. Second act deals with, okay, what's their plan to attack Thanos? How can they, what should they do? Well, the first act really, it's about finding out, and then second act is how do they prepare when he comes. So while Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange are in space, they, by coincidence, meet up with Star-Lord. So what happened is that the Guardians of the Galaxy found Thor, and Thor tells them about what happened to him with his encounter with Thanos, and he has to go to, he knows a place where he can get a weapon to defeat Thanos, to like create a new hammer or whatever. And but the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord and Gamora, feel differently. They don't want to go there. They want to go to nowhere land or planet where the Collector is, who has I believe the Reality Stone, to warn him that Thanos is trying to get that stone. So Thor goes his way with Rocket and Groot, and Gamora and Star-Lord, Mantis and Drax go to try and warn Collector. So they're separated. And what happens is that when they find out that the Collector, Thanos already got to the Collector already, Gamora gets kidnapped by Thanos. So Star-Lord decides, okay, since the group that's left behind, Star-Lord, Mantis, and Drax, they decide, okay, so let's go to Titan. Since he kidnapped Gamora, that's where Thanos lives. And so when they get to Titan, they meet up with Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man, thinking, like, oh my god, they work for Thanos, and they're all fighting each other, and then they realize they have a mutual friend, which is Thor. When somebody mentions Thor's name, they're like, whoa, wait a minute. Thor's the one who told us about you guys. Like that's what Star-Lord was saying. So wait a minute, and then they realize they're on the same page, and that they have to together defeat Thanos. So they realize they have a mutual friend in Thor, and that they should work together. So they feel like let Thanos come to them so they can protect the Time Stone, which is with Doctor Strange. So jump back over to Captain America, Vision, and Scarlet Witch and them. They're at Wakanda, so they're trying to help Vision and preserve him. And this leads, well, before I get to Wakanda, let's jump back over to Thanos. So Thanos, he has Gamora, uses her to get the Soul Stone, because she knows where it is. And he is ruthless. So he makes her tell him where the Soul Stone is. And so at the same time he sends his minions to go to Wakanda to Wakanda to go get the Mind Stone that Vision has. So all this is going on. Pretty much the climax, the third act is attacking, trying to attack and trying to just keep the stones, pretty much keep away from Thanos. Well, Thanos' minions at this point, what's going on in Wakanda. And because Thanos is busy on Titan trying to fight Doctor Strange, So it's just towards the end, Thanos, I'm not going to give any spoilers. This is not a spoiler review. I'll do my spoiler next Friday, because there's some things I gotta talk about, some huge major plot points where it's like, oh my god, a lot of characters, my mouth was like, that did not just happen. It's without spoiling it, yeah, there's just a lot of just Thanos is he's a manipulator. He's the ultimate manipulator. He's not afraid to use his own children, people that work for him, mostly his children, to get what he wants. And it's terrible. This movie leaves you on a cliffhanger. So that's why that you should see after this is Avengers 3. They're calling it Infinity War, but this is Avengers 3. See Avengers 4. My final thoughts overall, what I felt, is it up there with Civil War? In my opinion, it's second place. But this is the first half of, this is really a two-parter. So this is the beginning of a bigger story. I think it's there are some emotional moments, but not that like in Civil War, like holy crap. But it's a must see. You should go see it in a movie theater. The music is better. Alan Silvestri, I hope I'm saying his name right. It's the guy, composer who did the music in Back to the Future, the underscore music. The CGI was really good in this movie. Thanos really blended in with real life people, like, there were times I forgot he was a CGI character. There was sometimes you could kind of tell, but it wasn't bad like Black Panther. I don't know what was up with that CGI in Black Panther, but it was a step up. Wakanda looks better. Wakanda has scope. It's big. It's like, there's a lot more stuff in the background. I like when a movie has a lot of scope and stuff going on in the background that catches your eye. I'm like, ooh, that looks great. Yeah. I really liked how Wakanda looked, in this movie. can the Russo brothers direct all the Marvel films? These brothers, they seem to just have everything down. They, especially with these big ensemble films, they just know how to just make every character complement each other. They make the characters have each other's back. It's just everybody's doing something, and it just goes together so well. Yeah, Joe does one, Anthony does one standalone film. But the Avengers films, they should just do them together like they do it now. I can't really knock all the directors that have come before and done the standalone films, but it just seems like the Russo brothers have got it down. They just really bring out the best in the characters, I think. I do respect the other directors, but it just seems like the Russo brothers are just so much more better at it, at bringing out the best in the characters. I mean, that's just the best way I can describe it. Yeah. So overall, I give it a must see. Must see, go see. I want to see part 4 badly, because again, this movie leaves you on a cliffhanger, because it's like things happen to some characters. It's like, that did not just happen. No. Oh God. I can't wait to do my spoiler review. And that's it. Go see it. You have to. Give a like and subscribe, and let me know below what you thought. You know, what did you feel? No spoilers. Next week is a spoiler review, so don't get no spoilers. Just try to beat around the bush about what you saw. Okay, thank you.